Good morning, guys. Okay, hold on a second. Let me just scroll all the way to the top. Shout out to Atom, to Andrew, Jonah, Kaiser, Boo, Pedro, Caleb, Shy, Merrick. Good morning, guys. Yes, I see Andrew there with, well, they wanted me to run the Falcon. Yeah, if you want me to run a certain bot or a certain setup for Dream Hangars, the best way is to actually submit your Dream Hanger. So once the stream is done, you can post your Dream Hanger, and the best part is if you get chosen, not only do I run your bot and I offer ways to optimize your hanger. If you get chosen, you also get a prize, and usually it's whatever, the giveaway that is currently running or, an upcoming giveaway. So it's a guaranteed prize too. So that's even better. So yeah, when the stream is done, then you can post your Dream Hanger. Hey, Destroyer. Hey, Mike. Speaking of Mike, this is Mike's hanger, so we're going to be testing it out. Starting to be tempted by offers. My advice actually for newer players is learn the game first. I mean, quite often, so one of the biggest mistakes that I find a lot of players do is, well, they just assume the game is pay to win. So they figured, they're just going to spend. And, they get the latest stuff, but then they find like they reach a plateau and they start struggling and they wonder why they're losing and stuff. I think that's when it kind of settles in that, just having the equipment isn't enough. So instead of doing that, learn the game first, get down the basics, how to build a strong hanger without spending, that being one of them. The other one is just strategy-wise. If you're playing Beacon Rush or Domination, going for beacons, learning how to protect a beacon and what kind of bot does it best. All these little things, I think it's important to learn that first before you go out and you start spending. I mean, just that alone could save you thousands, in my opinion. So I've probably saved you thousands right there if you haven't started spending yet. But yeah, that would be my advice for the newer players. And trust me, I know, because I used to be a heavy spender in this game, at the competitive level. And, I've seen it all. So yeah, that would be my advice. Okay, so hold on a second, guys. We're going to take a look at Mike's comment here. So Mike has been chosen for this week's episode of Dream Hangars. Let's see. I'm just reading the comment here. Rewatch some of your old videos so you can do some upgrades for your hanger. Made me realize that you spent 4k gold on Nucleon as weapons for Curie. Okay, let's see. Wait a minute. So you have Nucleons over there, but then you recommended Jotun. Okay, so anyways, we've got the Frederick Keel or Avalon mothership. We've got the Rook Titan, Ravana, Hastatus, Rex, Teth, and Curie. Okay, so for the ones who are new to Dream Hangars, basically what happens is the viewers submit their Dream Hanger. Again, it could be something that you currently have in your hanger. Maybe you're building towards it being maxed out, or maybe you're thinking of a certain hanger that you're working towards. You haven't got it yet. Maybe you've got some of the bots and weapons and stuff. Or it could be a theme, and you want to know how it performs. I would recommend, participating in Dream Hangars, because what I do is, so this account, first of all, does not belong to me. It belongs to Pixonic. So everything on here is maxed out. So what I do is I basically reconstruct the hanger you're thinking of building towards, or the theme or whatever it is. And I run I do a test run. Okay, so I test run to see whether the build itself works in Champion League, or maybe the composition of your whole hanger may not really work when you get to the higher leagues, and you'll be able to know in advance. And with this game, especially with the resources and stuff, knowing these things ahead of time is a good thing. because you can divert. Like if something doesn't work at all, why spend your time, your precious time and your resources investing into it? So the whole purpose of this whole series is to prevent you from running into that wall later on. This way you can kind of plan accordingly. You're curious about, we'll get to that Curie. So the first build we have here is the Ravana with Cryo and Croco. When I was reading the comment, I just saw Cryo and Croco, so I'm not sure. Does that mean 2 Cryo? Does it mean 2 Cryo and 1 Croco? So we'll go with this first. We'll just see how it does. I've got Advanced Repair, Repair Amplifier, Last Stand. The reason why I was kind of wondering about this was because I was thinking of possibly using the Friezo instead. But I'm not sure 2 Cryos is, like, if that's going to be enough to freeze my opponent up quick enough for me to benefit from the Friezo. So we're gonna run that drone. Now, so what I have found with the Ravana, it's struggling in the current meta. It's not that it's a bad bot. The reason why is actually because of this bot over here. So we'll get to that in a bit, but basically the Teth, every time it teleports, it EMPs, and if you get EMP'd, you can't use your ability, which is a problem. Not just for the Ravana, but for many bots, but especially for the Ravana because you need that to survive. So that's kind of why, I'm not sure how that's gonna do, but we'll see. We've got the Hastatus with the Pilum and the Gladius, Advanced Repair, Nuclear Amp, Overdrive. I've got the Shy on here. So another really good drone is actually Seeker because we have a lot of stealth in the game currently. Those are just a couple of my pilot skills. I'll leave it up for a couple of seconds in case anyone is trying to take screenshots and stuff. 2 Croco. Well, 3 would be ideal. We'll see how the 2 Cryo work with the 1 Croco. The other issue that I could see actually with this, so with Cryos or even flamethrowers, you have to kind of lead the target. So if your opponent is running to the right side, you actually want to fire ahead of them so they run into your rockets or your flames. Whereas with the Croco, when you fire at someone, you want to fire directly at them because of the way that it fires. So there might be some issue there as far as playing that build. But it's something that I should mention because I think sometimes players, they forget to factor that in. And then they wonder why a build doesn't work. It's because of the firing mechanics being so different. You can have everything maxed out, and it's fine. But the thing is, if the firing mechanics and you're running a hybrid build, it could greatly affect your damage output. This one is kind of interesting. So we've got Murex and Ultimate Halos on this. This might be pretty strong. Not because of the Ultimate Halo, it's the fact that you can lock players down. Murex itself is very strong. So this might be one of my stronger builds here in this lineup. He likes freezing weapons. Well, you know what? So another option is to just go pure Cryo build and then run the Friezo. That might actually be even more successful. But we'll see when we get into the gameplay. We can test these things. So we have the Teth with the Leodari, Makaira, and the Rhyme. This was another one where I was I wasn't testing, at least not yet, but I was thinking, how would this work with a Friezo? Because again, the thing is, we've only got 2 Rhymes though. That may not be enough to freeze a player up quick enough. Because the thinking is, if I'm able to freeze my opponent quick enough, the Friezo drone will help me stay alive. The only problem is you're working with burst damage, and once you empty your clip, you don't have much ammo left if you're dealing with multiple players. This one here, we've got the Curie with the Jotun we're going to be trying out. So some of you are saying that maybe this doesn't have enough firepower. You know what we can actually do? So we'll run the Jotun, and then we'll run maybe the Nucleon, because I think he mentioned that he was upgrading the Nucleons, and we'll see how that performs relative. I always like comparing. So this is the thing, whenever I compare things, I know a lot of times players say, well, obviously it's going to work, it's maxed out, you know, there's nothing to compare. Actually, when you're comparing weapons, you always want to compare them when they're fully maxed out, because if I run Jotun when it's at MK3 and then I run Nucleon at MK3, I can see how much damage, you know, these do relative to the Nucleons. You know, and if I'm comparing like even, I don't know, Leodaris, you know, then I can compare how does a Nucleons do relative to the Leodari. So that's kind of when I say certain, like I would rather run a certain weapon, it's because I'm actually comparing them, you know, to the max level of most weapons out there. Hey, Gato. And then we have the Rook with Veneer and Vincia. Okay, this one. Okay, so I have Titan anti-control. I'm kind of debating whether I should use a self-fix on this thing. This is going to give me more durability, and then I have immune. Well, this one here, once it kicks in. The thing is, the Rook dies real fast. So that's why I'm thinking of maybe I should try the repair amp. We'll try the Titan anti-control first. You know, having more health doesn't really mean much if your Titan repair amps aren't able to kick in. Can I please? I can't use Mauler for this because this Dream Hangar has the Rook. But if you want to submit your Dream Hangar, I would put the Rook in, and if you get chosen, then I get to run your Rook. I get to help optimize your hangar, and on top of that, you win a prize. Okay, so let me just comment on. Usually what I do is I look also at the composition. Okay, so looking at your composition in terms of your bots based on what's currently in the game is important, because if you're running too much range and the current meta, especially, you know, players that you're running into, if they're running heavy brawlers, having too much range is a bad thing. So we don't really have too much range. We've got the Hastatus here. I mean, these are more like tankier brawlers, including the Rook. So I think composition-wise, we're good. Now, the only concern that I have here, well, there's a couple of them. The Ravana, how this is going to fire. So the cryo rockets, you have to lead your target. The Croco fires directly. So we might have a lot of damage fall off with this, meaning that we may not do that much damage. Not because of the fact that we're running cryo. It's the fact that we're running, like, the firing mechanics of the two weapons are very different. The Teth here, the Rhyme may not be doing that much damage. We'll see how this goes. I'm not sure about the Curie either. I'm also looking at my drones. Okay, so we've got 2 Shies, 2 Seekers. Maybe I should run like We'll stick with what we have here. I'll run a showdown or something on, you know, the others when we get when we start analyzing the gameplay. Okay, so before we get started, guys, make sure to hit that thumbs up. It helps the channel out. It is free, so if you are watching on a mobile device, I believe if you double tap the screen, you'll see the like. Okay, so make sure you do that. We're gonna run a couple of games now, and then we're gonna analyze to see how this hangar does. You know, where's the weak link, and then we're gonna try to fix it. Oh, let me just put that screen up so you can see what the actual Dream Hangar is that we're going to be testing. Hey, Yura. You thinking the Teth and the Curie? What do you guys think is the weakest link in this hangar? The Curie will not do too with the new machine gun. Do you mean the Basilius? Oh, shoot. Oh, wait, you know what? I was going to drop into this game, but I think they may be a hacker. Hold on. Let's see. I just dropped in and like the game's like over, so that's why I think we may possibly be dealing with a hacker, but I'm not 100% sure yet. Gee, wait, I just realized I dropped in 1 minute late. Whoa. Dropped in 1 minute late. You kidding? Ooh. Okay, let's drop in with the Curie. Hey, Quan. I wonder how this would do with the... So we have the Pascal on here, but I'm wondering how this would do with Paps. Maybe the freezer. See if I can maybe lock these guys down here. Oh. See how it does against this Teth. Nope. Nope. Definitely died. So we know that there's a weakness as far as like close range. Okay, so that tells me how I'm gonna play that if I can. There's this guy. Ooh. This build's very odd. I'm finding this build is odd because of the cryo rockets on here. I'm just trying to get some. You're gonna get that beacon back there, right? Trying to get this beacon here. Okay, he's going back there. We have a player going to our right. Oh. I'm just pushing beacons for now. my team needed, yep, they're getting taken care of. Wow, so I dropped in. This is crazy. So we dropped in like 1 minute late. All of a sudden, my team just started fighting back. I don't know about these rhymes on here, man. Okay, I know what I'm gonna change it for though. I'm just gonna get smoked. What I need to do is I need to drop into my Titan, so I need to try to lose this Teth here. The game's almost over too. Ah. Good robots, bad choices. See, now you're starting to realize, this is why I mentioned at the start of the stream. It's all very well spending, but the thing is, if you don't understand your basics, you can have like the latest robot, but if you don't build it right, it's not really going to do that well. Wait, that was a clan? We just got thrown. That was really weird. And I came dead last. Helm is... Hold on, let me just go to that screen so you guys can see. Hey, Rust. Try Sonic. Oh, you're talking about last night when I was like watching? Last night I was like watching you. You spawned in, immediately got his Princeps smoked because he got muted. He got muted and one shot by like an I. Was it? No, not an Eiffel. It was a Ming. Oh boy. I did not expect. Did not expect the Destria. I need to... I don't know if I can get this guy. Oh, you know what? If I had shredders, which I was thinking of with this, shredders would help. You know why? Because it would have knocked his shield down. Yeah, you notice how I couldn't kill their Typhon? If I had shredders, it would have been able to knock his shield down. So I think I may end up doing that. This Vector is going to be moving towards us. Oh, wait. We're going to put that down. He's going to be teleporting here. Here we go. There's his teleport, right? Yep. Yep. Oh! One shot. Let's try to get this guy. Isn't there someone? Oh, there we go. I was trying to find the annexer. There's a guy down below. Oh man, I got stuck. I got stuck. You get one tapped with the Curie. It's because of the Leodari weapons, that's why. Hold on. Gonna lock this guy down. Ooh, that might lock him. Oh! Whoa, we did a lot of damage to him. He's almost dead. That guy got cooked. Yes, we got him. Someone's got shield breaker. We have a Pathfinder on our team? We've got a Pathfinder or something here. Incoming! Whoa. Whoa. I was debating on whether I should start with that Ravana. But then I thought, you know, I got a Teth. Teth is better for beacon running. The Waymaker is the Titan version of Pathfinder. This game we did a bit better. But I also got luckier. So we haven't really run... What haven't I run? We did run Ravana. That was a tricky build. I'm trying to spend more time with the Curie if I can. Curie's not really surviving though. Sleep and dream again. Well, you know what? You could always post your Dream Hangar. I know the weakness of this Teth build though. It can't knock down shields, which is a problem. So we're gonna try to find an alternative. When I say alternative, I don't mean like the latest weapons necessarily. Oh, this guy's gonna hit me. I actually want to go for this guy here, because I see this guy is won't get him. Yep, he was the one that I wanted to go after. Yeah, again, I can't hit this. I see how I'm struggling. I can't break through his shield. It's because the rhymes aren't strong enough. So these are the things that I look for. Those are the things that I look for when I'm doing a build. Like, so if it's struggling, that tells me that I need to alter the build. So whether it be that I run a different like light weapon, or so I'm just looking at that guy because he seemed like he was teleporting very frequently. I may have to take a look at the light weapon for that Teth build, because it's struggling. That's not good. He's gonna drop in. Okay, let's drop in with the Curie. See if I can try to lock him down. There we go. What is this? One shot. Gone. I got shield breaker on here. It's gonna help. There we go. Gotta knock down that guy's shield. Uh-oh. Oh, I tried to see if I could get close enough. Ooh, this is gonna get shredded up. How are we gonna do this? I don't know how I'm gonna do this. This guy on the left is gonna, yeah, he's gonna get smoked. Saw that one coming. If I do this, I might be able to push this guy into the gorge. Oh no, we couldn't. Yep, I'm toast. We can get to this guy. Ah! I don't know if we're gonna be able to get to the bottom here. He's trying to sit on him. Trying to freeze him up. Maybe you'll take more damage that way. Where the heck he come from? Push him off. Ah. Whoa. Gee. Ugh. Move this way. I'm trying to freeze him up for my teammates so he can take more damage and we can get rid of him. The thing is, we've lost all our other beacons. Oh boy. Yeah, we're not. Oh boy. Ugh. Sorry, I'm getting in your way, dude. Whew. How am I? Things are happening. Oh. Hey, Alchemist. Hey, Daniel. You step away for 2 minutes and now it is a 5 cat. It dies. Solution to strengthening your Bjorn. You will have to look at the pilot skills and also which specialization track. Yeah, don't be so focused on the level. I know players focus so much on like levels and stuff. Levels don't mean anything if you don't build it right. This is how, you know, I'm actually surprised a lot of players don't pick up on this. Like when I showcase my baby account and they wonder like, how am I able to get that kind of damage on players that are much higher level than me? Even though my bots are only MK1 level 6. Now, the next thing they jump to is, well, my Titan is maxed out. But the thing is that what they don't tell you is that my opponents, their Titans are also maxed out. So why am I scoring so high then? It's because I'm building my bots right. And it goes against, you know, what they know. So that's why those videos get so much hate. Okay, so we're gonna run another game here. I'm kind of getting a feel for this hangar, like where the weak points are. Like I'm noticing definitely the Curie. And I'm noticing the build is weak. It's weak on the Teth and also Ravana. These two are very strong. The builds hit your eyes. I decided to actually attack them because I want them to stay on this side of the map longer. If they deal with me, then it gives me my teammates time to get those beacons. If they play it smart, but it looks like... Did we even get our beacons? Well, we got 3, but we're gonna lose the right. Is it gonna lock him? This guy's gonna teleport here. I'm trying to lock this guy. Oh shoot. I'm trying to get onto this beacon. I'm gonna lose this. Ugh. Just got one shot. Okay, now we need our brawlers. This is why I always tell players to focus on your brawlers. Because once they get into your spawn like this, it's game over most times. Ugh. Trying to get this beacon back here for my team. There we go. This guy may kill me though. I don't have another ability left. We also don't have any pathfinders here to break through his shield. That's going to be a problem. Okay, let's do this. I need a heal. I think I lost a weapon, right? Oof. Yes. Come on. I'm trying to get onto this beacon. I'm gonna lose this Rex. Whew. Now we gotta drop in with our Titans because whenever you see the other team with Titans, let's see if I can maybe push him back. Oh, that didn't work. There we go. Ugh. Trying to push them back off this beacon. Can we get it? We got it. Get his shield. Push them back. Come on, guys, get those beacons. I can't hold this for much longer. Oh. What beacon do we have? We're gonna lose the right. That Rook actually did pretty good. It's not gonna do anything. Oh, my team's burning up. That's not good. Can't shoot him, he's got a reflector shield, he's gonna kill me. I'm gonna end up dying here. No! Oh shoot! I'm trying to hold this. Oh man, come on! I mean, we did okay. We didn't do too bad. That Rook actually kind of surprised me. Where's my team? I have no idea. I don't know. I was fighting on the right side. I was trying to hold down that beacon, but they kept coming with like... First it was the Princeps, and then the Bjorn came, and then there was a Minos. I was trying to hold them off. There's only so much you can do, right? Oh shoot, I just realized we were down 2 players. That explains it. We were down 2 players. I don't feel so bad. Actually, we played it really well. We were down 2 players. Okay, so now we need to try to see if we can strengthen this hangar. Okay, let's see how we're gonna do this now. Let's see, what other options do we have here? So the cryo rockets don't do enough damage just because we're dealing with like heavy tanks and stuff. There's a number of ways that you can take it. I mean, I guess we could try full cryos, but cryos, like I said, it doesn't do that much damage. I think if you're going, like free to play route, maybe try the mace. So let's see if the mace does better by itself. And then what we can do is we can look at things like the Merrick's and the Croco as alternatives, because with time, everyone's going to get those weapons. You might say, well, you know, they just came out, I'm not getting them, trust me. The way that this game works, just the fact that actually Mike has the Croco is proof. Right? They got one weapon. The chance of that, you know, getting even more in the future is pretty high. But let's see what we can do with this hangar for now. Havoc, mace. Yeah, but the problem with the Havoc is once you fire your clip, the interval between your shots are very delayed. Whereas with this, you know, once you fire, you have a 5-second reload time. So you empty your clip within 5 seconds, you have a full clip once again. So I rather go with this. This one, what I would do is I would actually change this, because I think actually having shredders on here might work better. Because at one point, that's what I was using on this thing. So the purpose of the shredder is to help knock down shields, but also in the off chance that you do lock a player down, that could be beneficial. Because if I lock them down while we're rushing to the same beacon, that already gives me an edge. You know what? .600-meter range. Let's go with screamers first. I was actually gonna try nucleons. Wait, hold on. Okay, so the other one that you had was hell. You're looking at hell weapons. Okay, so we have different options here. We have hell. We have nucleons. I'm gonna try this first. I want to see what happens with this. This one might be the better option, but I just want to see what will happen. How does this affect the Rook if I go with self-fixed? Yeah, okay. Try the Pilum. Oh, on here? Wait, you have Pilums? This would work, I think, better. Yeah, so you have 600-meter range. You know what I should actually try? Because I know I know I'm using like mechanic and like scout and wonder worker here. Hold on, I haven't done this in a while. At one point I would do this, even though it might not make sense to some players. What I just found in the past is when I want to buff something, like make it more tanky and harder to kill, it's kind of weird. But what I typically would do is I would run both Adamant Guardian and Invulnerable Raider. Now this usually I tend to do this more in beacon modes, which is what I'm playing. I want to see if that makes a difference in how tanky this thing gets. Okay, wait. Let's put that up, this screen, so you can see what the original hangar was. Tribs. I think with Tribs you need at least like, I don't even know with 3. I think you need at least 4. It's one of those weapons where like 1, you're not going to do that much damage. 2, you're probably not even going to notice it much either. 3, maybe. It depends on the build. How to charge a nuclear amp? You have to do that's based on damage. You rather have it. No, the reason why I use Invulnerable Raider is because if I push a beacon, I will get the Invulnerable Raider skill. If I'm down on beacons, which happens very often, I mean, more than very often. That's a lot of red players on this right side. Then that skill kicks in. Oh, wait, this guy. So I'm just looking on the left side because we're so focused on this right. You always got to be aware of what's going on. I'm knocking his shields down though. That's good. Phase shift already, dude. Whoa! It locked him. Yes! You know what's so crazy is I only changed the 2 weapons. Do you see the difference in the performance? And I went for... That's Shredders, by the way. Just empty my clip here. Somehow I got an assist. Maybe my turret will lock him. That wasn't, yeah. I think he just wanted to get rid of me, but the thing is it cost him his butt. Shoot. I should have reloaded first before moving across this... Oh! We locked him though, sort of. I should have reloaded before going across that that pipe there. That would have been the smarter thing. This game has a lot of annexes. You ran into like 4 already. 4 or 5? Or is it the same guy with multiples? Could be that too. Thing is, what do these guys have here? This guy's gonna... When he teleports, I'm gonna be in trouble with this guy. Ugh. On heal. Ooh. Ah, shoot, this guy's here. No. Can't do anything. EMP'd. Time to drop Titan. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. These guys are already here. Incoming. Oh. Malfunction. He's not gonna make it. Wait, what is it? Oh. If only I had my ability. I could knock this guy into the gorge. Wait, it might work. Hold on. Oh no, we pushed him the wrong way. Oh, yes. Ramil, thank you so much for the donation. Appreciate it. Wait, there's a guy here. I might be able to push him into the... Hold on. Position. Position. Did we get him? We got him, but not where I wanted. Wait, did he go off the edge? Ah. I tried to see if I could knock him. Oh. I think I bunt. Yep. Oh. Hey, it's working. I need my ability here. Push him off. Ah! Should have my shields popping up. There we go. Perfect. Wait, these guys are dropping in now. Oh! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Houston, we have a problem! Oh! Yo, that actually survived a long time. Am I the only one that's like surprised at how tanky that Rook was able to tank that damage? I was expecting it to die a lot faster. A bear and a pineapple. Yeah, I was actually surprised by the Rook. I was expecting, to be honest, I was expecting that thing to die a lot faster. But now the thing is it because I changed that one module? Because remember, I changed this. Usually when I have this, I find when you combine with the repair amp, it usually quite often is like tankier. But if you can stay alive for longer, the other one is better. A lot of Bjorn's nerf incoming. Well. We're on this map again. Kind of stuck on this map, I think. I'm trying to get past here. Can you let me get down to the bottom at least? Gee, man. I didn't shoot him because I don't want him to see that I'm going towards his beacon here. I literally walked behind this guy. Look, he was hiding back there. He didn't even see me. Dude, Shredder's on here. There's someone on our beacon back there. He's got boom weapons, what the? I locked him. It's funny, I'm in there spawn with that thing. Okay, we got a bit of a problem here, it seems. Wait, if I can do... Block him. Oh, he went down to the bottom. Guys, we only need 2 players at most on this beacon here. Why do we have so many? Got him. He tried to yank us, I think, into the gorge. I find these weapons fire too slow. Yep. Just gonna get this beacon back here. That Curie is dying very quickly though. Thing is, we have a lot of damage output in the game. Those Leodari weapons are kind of crazy. Just remember, the way that he killed my Curie is the same way you would kill an Annexer too. Okay, this build's very good at knocking down shields. Uh-oh. I locked him down. You know what? That was actually kind of helpful, that. Locking them down so they can't move. Okay, they have a Princeps there. Gotta be careful now. Where is that Princeps? I think that's him. Ooh. We're gonna need to get over to that side there, though. If we can get the center beacon, that's going to be helpful. The thing is, I don't know if we can get there because they have a princeps that is hanging around. He's hanging around over there so that we can't move across. That's why we're all hesitant. Because he could... The thing is, he could push us. Okay, it's now or never. Here we go. Ugh. He can stop one, he can't stop all. I need to put my back towards here. He may still get me. Can we push? Wait, why is the guy... Is he under the map? No, I think he fell. Whew. This guy's taking on a lot of heat. Whoa, my Rook finally went down. You know what? That Rook is like... I made it even tanky, I think. Using that self-fix. Why does it seem like really, really tanky now? Just me? The Rook is doing very well. I think it's because I changed the module on there. Oh, he got thrown off the bridge. I was like trying to figure out what happened to that guy. It kind of looked like he was under the map. This Rook has definitely been doing work. Ooh, this one I'm struggling with. You know what? I'm kind of wondering about this Pascal here. Maybe this isn't the right one. Let's try... I mean, we could try maybe another showdown on here if I can find. Hold on. Trying to find one of my bots that is using the showdown. If this doesn't work, then I'm gonna try... I mean, we could also try maybe the Shy on here. But right now, it seems very fragile. So maybe what I'm gonna do is let's try... Hold on. I'm gonna use the Nucleon. I wanna see what happens here. The white dot? No, the white dot is... I need something that can heal and gives me defense. Yeah, Shy or the Reviver. Yeah, the Reviver, I was thinking about it. I'm leaning more towards that. But I want to see what happens if we give it more healing. The Rook is definitely stronger. Okay, let's try... We're gonna start with this because now I want to see what happens. Maybe it's a matter of we are dropping it in at the wrong time. It could also be that too. This guy should not move. Don't move, dude. We need you on this side. We got a kill with it. Could have been worse. Might have stolen that, but it still counts. Whoa, whoa, what the? My turret might be... The blinding. Thing is, I can't tell where these guys are coming from now. Locked him. Uh-oh. This guy's gonna corner me. We need to lock him down. I don't know where to go. Go! This is like a battle of turrets. Mars turret versus Curie. Ah, shoot. He's gonna kill me here. What is he running on that thing? Oh, come on. No. It teleported behind me, yeah. Yeah, it did a little bit better. There we go. You didn't honestly think you were gonna get away, did you? Taking cheap shots at me back there. Uh-oh. I think this guy crashed. We gotta watch our flank, and I need to empty my clip here. Ugh. Oh, he was flinging me closer. It's funny, I still got him. Here comes the choke. We gotta get a little bit closer so when he uses the choke on me, then we can get him. He's gonna use the choke soon. Use the choke. Use the choke. I'm ready. Use the choke. I need to use a choke. Try to get that guy. Curie, I'm definitely struggling with the Curie. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually try the Basilius to see how much of a difference having those stronger weapons makes. If it doesn't really make that much, then it's not worth investing in a Curie. At least you'll know. Then you don't need to waste your resources leveling it up. Better to go for something else. Incoming! Oh my gosh. Landed right at this guy too. He just spawned in his Basag. The hate when you're walking when there's a slope. You know, one of the worst maps for that is is carrier map. Remember how the Fenrir, you can't even go down the ramp. Hey Tony. Although that's a different Tony, I think. Hi Mr. Vegeta. Okay, let's see. What are we gonna do with this? Is the Pascal really the way to go? So if we run the Pascal... I mean, this thing is still... You know what? Because of how fast it's dying, maybe we need to use a Shy on here. Okay, maybe we try that. And what other weapon can we run on here? I have an annoying build that I'm thinking of, but I'm not sure if it would work on here. I wonder if I should try it. You know what? Let's try it. I wasn't gonna do this, but so the thinking is, okay, 500. You can't kill them, annoy them, right? That's the way to do it. Maybe we need Shield Breaker on this thing. What if I were to use Shield Breaker? Oh wait, but then if I use this, I gotta use Modules Expert. Okay, wait. We'll make do without. Nice. Not the bendies. You know what? This might be the answer though. This might be the answer, guys. Unfortunately, we have to go to the bendy route. So, we got the paralysis on you, and remember the turret's locked down too. So, could this be the answer? I don't know, maybe. You never know. I think I locked him. I think I locked this guy, right? Someone got locked. This guy. Someone's taking damage and he got locked. That's all that matters. He also got smoked. Whew. There's a lot of bendy bullets going on. It's not just me. These guys had the same idea, I think. Wait. my thing's hitting something. I think I locked him. You gotta lock him again. Really? Ah, shoot. Locked. Oh! Why did that seem somewhat effective? It was kind of effective, sort of. Whew, we need to get some beacons here, guys. What is this guy in? What is that? Oh. Got him. Nice. You muted the stream. Come on. How can we not get this guy in front of us? How did they not kill him? Yes. We may have to drop in. They have their Titans out, don't they? Okay, maybe not. No, they do. They do. Wait, whose mines are those? Oh, he's pushing. I may have to push too. He's almost dead. We gotta keep that pressure on. Got him. Incoming! Oh shoot, hi! Uh-oh. I pinned him against here so he can't move. Uh-oh. Mayday! He's almost dead. Got him. Ah, come on. Oh, wait. This guy in front. Dude, that Rook. You know what? I think that Rook is like carrying this hangar right now. I mean, look at the chaos I caused. Killed one of their Titans. Almost killed the second one, which is an ultimate helming. Yes. What on earth is back there? This guy's getting lit up. What is that? What was that? Ether? I just saw him hiding behind there. I couldn't see what Titan he was in. I already killed. Yeah, I killed the ultimate Nodin, Stable Sag. Almost the ultimate Ao Ming too. Not bad for a Rook. Got secretly. Well, I did remember I did change a couple of things too. You know what? We're going to I'm gonna run the Basilius on here. So the thing is, what I'll do is I'll run the Basilius on this thing with a Pascal. If this Curie doesn't survive, even with those weapons, because right now it doesn't seem like the weapon is the problem. It's more the bot is being outperformed. The thing is, if you have a Teth which can teleport right next to you, you're gonna get smoked. When that happens, I don't know if it's gonna make much of a difference, even with these weapons on here. Yeah, let's run another game. Let's see what happens. Actually, hold on a second. I'm gonna change something else here too. We already had one Croco, so let's see how it works with 3. Let's see if it makes a big difference. It's like, you know, the thing with the Ravana is it's suffering right now because of all the EMPs by the Teth. Do we want the healing on this thing? May want to, yeah. So, I mean, if I use a phase shift on there, yes, you'll survive a little bit longer, but the thing is, how much more longer before? Because that phase shift is only temporary. Like I said, if you can't survive even with the best weapons in the game, then that's a sign that maybe you need to swap your bot. Because if it's not performing with the best weapon, yeah, that actually says a lot. So empty my clip here. Was that all the damage from me, or was that from my teammate? I think my turret's charging this guy up. Look at all the shields, man. Wow. Are you like a squad here, or these are a bunch of randoms because they're pretty aggressive on my team. Gee, my team is just spawn raiding them. These weapons are definitely performing better. This guy's gonna get hit by my teammate. Ugh. Man, Loki. Why does it always have to be... So, I don't get this. Why is the Loki sitting on this beacon when we have 2 blue players? Why not go for one of the other 2 that are free? Never understand Loki players sometimes. Well, that was weird. That Indra spawned in, he was like halfway in the ground. Ugh. Whew. Yo, we're charged now. Okay, so we did okay here. So we have to look at the weapons. So now I start looking at things like, okay, so is it just purely because of damage, or is it because of the properties of the weapons that... Because these have like rust as well. They have rust and a lot of damage. So now I try to look to see what weapons that kind of match that we currently have in the game, other than these. Huh. Okay. And I haven't tried Viper, but Viper doesn't have rust. This is not going to do as much damage, though. Okay, one more game. Yeah, that's the other thing, too. No bot attacked me. So, it's hard to tell from just one game, right? Subduers aren't that bad. I'm just trying to pinpoint, like, so I know Basilius does a lot of damage, but the other thing is, I believe it has rust, right? So if we run a decent weapon which has rust, that's what I was thinking, Subduers. Maybe that will work. Just trying to get to this beacon as quickly as possible here. Ah. What the heck was that? Say what? I just spawned in and this dropped in front of me. What the? Someone got killed over here? You guys see that? When I dropped in, there was like a corpse that was floating in front. But there's like no one here. It flew across the map? Oh boy, we got a bit of a problem here. This might work on that Revenant. Dude, I can't even walk on the ramp. And these guys are just running beacons. I can't even walk. This is crazy. This guy's gonna kill me. Nope. Nope. Ugh. Now I'm on reload. Nope. I was trying to push there because my team is so focused on the platform. That strategy doesn't really work. Ooh. Wait, what? Gee, he still did a lot of damage to me. I feel like that Curie died more to the ramp than it did to the enemy. They need to nerf the ramp. These guys are just running beacons on us. Gee, another one. Ugh. Good thing this guy is here. My gosh, would have been toast. Honestly, so if I had a choice, like another bot to choose from instead of the Curie, I would go Imugi. Imugi is very strong right now. You just saw, like that guy could have totally killed me. This guy has another Imugi? This guy might end up killing me here. I don't have another ability. I'm just trying to turn this beacon white. There we go. Oh, I couldn't. Ugh. So... Oh, I try to move this side. This guy's just gonna run beacons on us, that Imugi. I can't see him. Imugi is very good right now. That guy may teleport back here. Uh-oh. Incoming! I snang you. Oh shoot. Guys, I might need some help. May have attracted too many of them. Rampage! Oh. You know what? That rook has actually been really impressive. I've been surprised by it. I didn't think that the thing would survive that. So you know the reason why too I survived that Newton attack? I think it's because I had the self-fix on there. The Newton was cooked. Okay, we got another problem here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Get onto the beacon, guys. I can't hold this for much longer. This guy's gonna kill me. We gotta get onto this beacon so that when he uses his ability, it changes. Yep, there we go. It will change back now. It should, right? There we go. Whew. Oh. I guess that guy doesn't like me. They have a bit of a problem. See, if they don't have any beacons, game's over. Yes. The sword unit slash. Yeah, I wasn't shooting anyways. I just, you know, to make sure, because I didn't have that much health left. Who was the guy? Wasn't it this guy? Someone was saying he had a Newton. Was it this one? Oh, he's got the new... Yeah, you know what? I've actually tried these weapons. I don't like them on the Newton. I think the other ones are stronger. The Veneer and Vincier weapons are stronger on there. Do we run another game? Yes, let's run another game. Because I can't base it on just one game. Those subduers. So one of the things I am noticing though, the problem with subduers is that I can't break through a Teth's physical shield. That is a problem. Because that means I'm going to be outclassed. And the thing is, I was outclassed anyways earlier. And I don't think having the Basilius is going to help. I'm trying to get teleport past my teammates so I can get to the center here. I have a specific way to get into center. Locked. Yep. And that's the reason why I like the shredders. It's their lock. Oh my gosh, wait, why was he in the ramp? That guy got like, he was in the ramp? We may want to watch this side here. No, I couldn't lock him. What is this? What is that? Oh. Dude, we just got a rampage with this. So far it's working. I like the shredders. Godlike. Well then. What goes up must come down. Beyond godlike, for real. This thing's cooking. Living legend. Oh my gosh. I knew I had to improve this build, but I didn't know. Living legend. What the? Now we're cooking. Whoa. Okay, yeah, that does work. There you go. That's why I put shredders on. Dude, that was a crazy run with that. Wow. That Teth, like, pretty much single-handedly destroyed the whole team. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. I know you hate that. Oh my gosh. Like, sniping me. I guess they didn't like that. I'm gonna have to fall back. This guy's gonna kill me. Oh, we got a kill. This guy will kill me though. Ability. Can't knock his shield down. I can't knock that shield down. Heal. Oh. Man, if that guy didn't show up, I'm kind of wondering how that Curie would have done. Because we were dealing with the ultimate hit. I couldn't break through that shield. These guys are getting quite feisty on this side. We may have... Oh, shoot. That guy just got sniped. Someone's using the trips. Wait, are they using that trip build that I was messing around with? The one that killed the Newton? Ah, shoot. Incoming, chubby! Oh my. Okay. Time to bring out the pineapple. Maybe I can push him into the, would this work? I was hoping you would like jump or something and it'll push him off the map. I may or may not have stolen that. Shoot, I got blinded. I can't see. Trying to push these guys out of here. I need help, guys. Help. Oh, that's too many of them. The pineapple on steroids. Except I got smoke there. We need more Titans in the center. Yeah. I don't know how I'm gonna get into center. I can't push center with this. Okay, how are we gonna do this? So, I'm trying to analyze where their weak points are. Can't push the right because they're leaning towards the right. He's going to the left. I may not be able to make it through here. It's my only chance. I can't do it by myself. I don't know where my team needs to push. You can't have one guy going up against multiple there. My team didn't even bother helping. Yeah, this guy with the trebs needs to get out. But he won't because he doesn't want to lose the bot. He's willing, I bet you he's willing to... He's not willing to lose that. But what ends up happening is he ends up losing his entire hangar. Because once they get to the spawn, he's going to have no one to help. Nope. I can almost guarantee that guy, is he still in? Yeah, you can't drop in a Fenrir now. Yeah, he's still in his if he ditches now, I mean there's no point ditching, you might as well stay in it. Thing is, they're right here in the spawn now. So the reason why you don't play this game, what he's doing, you see how they now have a mauler. They're gonna have all the titans in our spawn. So if he gets killed, if he drops in another one, whatever bot he dropped in or a titan, instantly destroyed. That's why you don't play that game like that. The Strix were trebs. No, but from what I was told, I think the Baglio does more damage because of the ability. Yeah, because you have what's the name of the ability of the Baglio again? I think it's like when you don't fire for a while, then don't you charge up even more? Groundwork or something. What was it? Yeah, groundwork. Accumulates an increasing damage bonus once a robot shoots. The accumulated bonus applied. Yeah, while the robot holds fire. This one's also struggling. So there's two bots in this hangar that are struggling. It's a Ravana because of all the Teth. And pretty much the same problem with the Curie. It's the thing is the Teth, it's that EMP that kills. Players really underestimate this EMP. I mean, just so that you know how deadly that EMP is. If you were to teleport to like a vector, after they've used their ability, they can't use their ability again, which means they don't have a like reflector shield. So something like this could kill a vector. If they're not careful, this could kill a vector, and it can definitely kill an annexer. Like I know that because I've been killed by it, and I use this to kill annexers as well. So we had a really good run with this, and I'm surprised even after all those kills, we still lost. You don't know, it's very good and useful. That's if the other team doesn't have that many Teth. I would rank this stronger than the Curie though, for sure. So, my opinion, I guess we're gonna kind of review this now, like based on the games I played. I didn't have a problem with the Hastatus. I didn't have a problem with the Rex or the Teth. The only thing is I wouldn't use Rhymes. I would use Shredders instead because we have a lot of Aegis shields. So I think having Shredders will knock those shields down, or at least help you to knock them down. And then, of course, you have the lockdown effect, which is helpful if you're going to be pushing beacons. So these three, I think, are fine. Ravana was it's suffering right now because of the tests and the EMPs. So, I mean, if you're going to use it for maybe beacon grabbing, I could kind of see where you're going with that. I would just run the full Croco build. You know, if you have it. If you don't have these, you know, just based on what I saw with the cryo rockets, I think I would lean maybe more towards mace. Because a mace, at least you can get some damage in. But this would be the ideal, I think, build for the Ravana. Curie, from what I was seeing, Basilius is really the only build, you know, because I remember I ran Leodari. I think I ran Leodari last time and it didn't really perform that well. So really, probably maybe only Basilius would be what I would run on here. I wouldn't use the Hell, and I don't think I would use the Nucleon. So I'm kind of leaning more towards this. But in my honest opinion, I would change this. So I would rather go for something like Animugi perhaps. I think would be a good choice. Trying to think like what. I mean, gosh, even a Loki. Honestly, a Loki would do better than what we saw. It's more handy. Pathfinder. Why not use a Pathfinder? So what I would do, this is a good compromise. So let's just put the Pathfinder in here. And, you know, I understand that you won't have Makara and stuff. If you don't have it, it's fine. My honest opinion, this build that I'm going to show you right now is miles ahead of the Curie. I'm actually even running this on my baby account. I believe it's this build. Yep. You have an Annexer and you have an Ammit. I'm just trying to think. I think I would be leaning maybe more towards Ammit. I think maybe the Ammit is what I would lean more towards. Do you have a Pathfinder? You should have a Pathfinder. We all got a Pathfinder in the one event. Oh, you don't have it. Okay, so if you don't have this, would I go Ammit or would I go Annexer? What you could do... I was thinking actually of going Ammit. The only thing is we have what I'm actually looking at is, so we have 4 weapons here. That means a bigger investment. 1, 2. This would definitely make your hangar stronger in terms of it being more tankier, but keep in mind you got 4 weapons with this one. So if you're looking at your upgrade costs, it's probably more with the Ammit, right? Because this one has only 3 weapons. If you don't have these weapons, then for the Basilius, you could actually try the Pilum here. But then you would need... What if you went... I'm trying to think like what kind of mid-range you could go. I mean, you have Hazard. You could use the Hazard. The Amit in the long run will survive. So the other thing too that we got to look at, what weapons, and you guys can probably tell me because the ones that like, you know, open a lot of the data pads and stuff. Do you guys get more like Leodari weapons or do you get more Basilius weapons? Because I know on my baby account I kind of actually got both, but I'm kind of wondering what weapons have you guys got more of in terms of components? It takes more than an annexer to take. Well, so the reason why I was thinking more of this is because you got fewer weapons to upgrade with, right? There's only 3 on here versus the Amit is 4. So that's a bigger investment. Leodari. Okay. They're about equal. The thing is, I'm seeing Leodari weapons getting a nerf more so than the other one. I mean, the others are going to get nerfed too, but Leodari, these weapons are kind of nuts. They're slightly higher in terms of risk. Like if I was evaluating based on risk, which one's going to get nerfed first, I'm thinking these weapons over the Basilius. But they may nerf both of them at the same time. It's quite possible. Annexer needs to be nerfed. I'm just kind of wondering how strong the Amit's going to be after that nerf. Maybe it is better to go the Amit. So let's unequip this. What you can do is run the Amit. This build with these weapons is the strongest, but then you got to be careful because now you got it on this here too. So this would have to use mace, and then those weapons would have to move to this one, although you got light, right? But you have a medium, so you could take one of those, and then when you get the hippos, you could put it on your Amit. So the reason why I'm kind of swaying a little bit more towards Amit is because first of all, it's a tank. And usually in this game, you notice like the flying robots, they get nerfed pretty bad. So I'm thinking if they get nerfed pretty bad, maybe it's not a good idea to go Annexer. Because when that gets nerfed, it's going to get nerfed to the ground. So, I mean, right now it could go either way, but I think it's more so the Amit's gonna survive a bit longer. This, I mean, you could even run blast shotguns on this too. Even the Raven performs better than Curie. I would have to agree. Yep. But I think another option is Imugi, and you can build that, I believe, in Workshop. Might end up like a Kaji. Well, I'm just saying, like, look at all the flying bots in the game that we had, like the Favnia, right? The Hawk. I think the Annexer is probably going to take the same route. Yeah, so anyways, I think you have a couple of decisions to make as far as the 2 bots, Mike. The Revenant was your favorite. I think in this current meta, I would rather run a Revenant over the Curie. Not that that's saying much, but I'm just saying. Yeah, so I think you're going to have to decide between the 2. I wouldn't run the Curie right now. You know, just based on what I'm seeing. The only way that I would run a Curie would be if I had the Basilius weapon, and that doesn't even guarantee that I will survive long. It's just because of the Teth. Look at the games we played. Out of the deaths that I had with the Curie, how many of them came from the Teth? That was the, you know, most of them were because of the Teth. So now you got to think, okay, well, if most of those deaths came from the Teth, what can survive a Teth? That's basically it. Or is there another bot that can attack, kind of like the Imugi? So that's why I'm thinking, I'm leaning more towards Imugi. But if you have an Amit and an Annexer, probably go with the Amit first. Yeah, you could replace this with the Imugi. That's another option. That would give you a beacon runner and a support bot. Yeah, you could use this too. Yeah, so this is his Dream Hangar. Okay, so we'll settle on a couple of things here. The thing is, I don't know what other weapons you have. With time, being that you guys told me that you're getting, we also have Merrick's on. We have these too. I think a lot of players might actually you could try Merrick's on the Ravana. So let's just say he keeps a Ravana, right? Let's say he keeps a Ravana and he happens to get Merrick's. You could try this build. Because the other thing too that I'm looking at is making sure that your weapons are diversified. You're not leaning more towards just one type of weapon. You never want to do that. I think players who do that are just asking for their hangar to get nerfed. Because you have 3 or 4 bots of the same type of weapons and that gets nerfed, you're cooked. You've just wasted your time. Okay, so I'm thinking you could try this. You could even use a Shy or whatever on there. And then you would have the Croco on this. This would be better. Yeah, you get a lot of Merrick's and Elox. Yeah, so maybe this might be an option. This might be a better option. Has really good burst damage. I mean, you got it on, you have it on the Rex, but it's not so bad because you only have 2. Although, keep in mind that you have 3 here, so yeah, I don't know. Another option too. It's kind of funny because you had cryo rockets. You could even try cryo rockets on here. Cryo rockets actually are kind of decent. I know someone just mentioned that they nerfed the cryo rockets. I'll play one more game and we'll see if we can get some footage with that one game. But one of the builds that I've recommended to players for the Rex is actually cryo rockets. But I build it slightly different. So what I do is I run cryo rockets on here. The way that this works is, so I will freeze a player up and then the built-in weapon will do the bulk of the damage. And it works better with the Rex because of that built-in weapon. But what I do is I combine this with the Friezo. So the Friezo helps me to stay alive because if I freeze a player up, you get the, defense points. Right, so gray damage protection and you get defense points after suppression and freeze. So what I'm doing is I'm alternating. This is the thing. So, oftentimes players say, well, a weapon doesn't work and then they just ditch. But the thing is, some weapons are actually kind of effective. The thing is, you have to alter your build because when you alter one thing here, you've got to change it elsewhere. And they don't do that. So that's why they keep on chasing and chasing and they don't realize that there's actually some weapons out there that are kind of decent. So let me just run a quick game just so that you can kind of see. Hopefully we don't get stream sniped. I'll see if we can get it in the first game. Yeah, I would definitely run Archer over Curie because at least with Archer you can push players off beacons and stuff. Curie you can't. The other thing that I'm finding too with the Curie is it's struggling to go like walk on ramps and stuff. And that's gonna be a problem too. Hold on, let's see what these guys got here. This is a squad. They got a lot of Teths. Oh boy. So I'm just looking to see what we're going up against here. Okay, I'll go into center. The thing is, these guys have a Vector. And that might be him, right? Oh wait, I think I might have EMP'd him. We almost killed him. He's almost dead. Yep, he's dead. That's actually unfortunate for him because when I teleported, it was where he was. That's why he went down so fast. Oh. We've got to get this guy. Man, I need the mute. What the heck? Oh. This guy's not even linked. I needed the mute to deal with him. We might have to play another game because you can't see it when I'm going up against a full squad like this. Phase shift, dude. You're playing squads versus a bunch of randoms. Oof. I tried to actually push that other guy into the didn't work though. Ugh. Can I push him? Can't push him. Oh, you know what? That Rook actually did really well. I mean, look, I pushed him all the way back. If only my teammates like the Atlas could have helped me sooner. I mean, they can use their EMP to kill the Nodans. Look at these guys, they show up after I had done all the work. Oh. Hey, that's a lot of stuff. Couldn't get him. That Rook actually did really well. Okay, wait, hold on. Let's see if we can try to get another game here. Because I want to see how that Rex holds up. If you have, yeah, if I had the mute, that Nodens would have been dead. He would have been too exposed because the way that he played out in the open like that, kind of reckless. Okay, let's see if we can maybe try. I don't want to start with that first because we need to get beacons and I don't trust my teammates because I usually hang back. Red team might be making a big mistake. They left the one guy all by himself up top there. What goes up must come down. Look at that. This Teth is really quite something. You know what's so crazy is all I did was I swapped out the light weapon and it made that much of a difference. Crazy. And it's not like I changed it for like an Elox or something. This guy's gonna have his shield. There we go. Killed him. Keep in mind I'm using cryo rockets on here. The thing is I built this Rex differently. Remember, I got the Friezo on this thing. Ooh, that's doing a lot of damage. We might even kill this Titan. We did kill him. There we go. There we go. I'm gonna die now, there's no ways. So that's what I was trying to show you earlier. You know, sometimes the weapons can work. It's just that you built it wrong. Ooh. Uh-oh. Ah! I tried to actually push that guy. That was a mistake. Man, I got completely lasered there. What was that? My Titan repair amps weren't even able to charge up. Mythical Rex? Not really. I showcased it before. I showed players you can use old weapons on there. You just have to know how to build your bot. I knew it was going to perform well. I just needed the right game. That's all. This guy's gonna smoke me. He's got the dark light active. Or is he, actually? We almost killed him. Whoa, that did a lot of damage. More damage than I thought it was gonna do. Yeah, I don't use phase shift. Oh, that's what killed me earlier. Wait, what? That guy's got a very strong build. This Devourer. There we go. I'm just running beacon. Wait, he destroyed. Wait, what? Now wait a minute. Why do you destroy? I was just going for your beacon. Why do I get a feeling I'm gonna get reported? Does it work on Kaji's mines? No, no. I don't think... Wait. You're saying freeze though. I wouldn't use it on a Kaji. It's not the same. Yeah, look at that. And most of that damage, I'm pretty sure came from that Rex. So this is the... You guys told me, see that these weapons were nerfed. But just because it was nerfed doesn't mean that you can't use it. If you use it, if you build it right, you can use it. So the reason why this build does so well is because when you freeze players up, they take more damage. So what I'm doing is I'm applying the freeze effect to my opponent, and then I'm letting the Rex's built-in weapon do the bulk of the damage. And in order to balance that, I have the freezer. So the freezer, once I freeze them up, this kicks into gear. The defense points and the great damage protection. That's why a lot of players underestimate this build. They don't think that it... You know, I've actually killed ultimate Lancelots with this. They don't expect it because the damage happens so fast. It's like one of those builds where you're like, shoot, what the heck just happened to my health? And you don't expect it because they're running like fire rockets. You wouldn't think. But I had to show you because I know players always jump to the conclusion. And sometimes when I tell them, they don't believe me until they see it for themselves. So I built a different Rex build. You can see how it performs. So just something to kind of keep in mind. It's dead to yeah, I've smoked a lot of stuff. I've killed you know what, I think I've even killed Ultimate Revenant with this because they don't someone would hit them with, I think, like rust, so they couldn't heal, and then I hit them with this thing. It hits like a ton of bricks, I tell you, because their health goes down so fast. All I need is that freeze to kick in. Yeah, so anyways, this is another option that you could use, which is kind of funny because we were using Merrick's and the Ultimate Halo, but I actually think this build might be stronger for it. So this, I didn't even have a drone on when I dropped in. I realized afterwards, I was like, okay, well, if I had to run this, I would use a showdown. So this is where we have landed based on the original hangar. Let's just put this here. And I do prefer the jump. Okay, so let me just go back. Okay, so that's the original hangar. And this is where we ended up. Okay, so I've got the Ravana with the Murex. If you run this, make sure that you run the sharpshooter. We got that. I didn't change anything here. This is all the same. This one you can decide whether you want to go with what you have. But if you have cryo rockets and you have a freezer drone, this is a very good build. A lot cheaper too. I prefer the shredders over the rhymes for the Teth. And then we threw this in here. Another option is to run Imugi. Imugi's not that bad. And then the Rook, what did I do? We changed this. I mean, you can go back and forth and see which one you prefer. I'm kind of almost leaning towards the self-fix based on the games we played, because it seems to hold up really well. But I think the other one, so if you can survive for longer, I think the Titan anti-control might be better. But if you notice you're getting spawn rated a lot, and you drop your Rook, especially later on in the game, the self-fix might be better. You'll have to run some tests. So anyways, Mike, thank you for participating in this week's episode of Dream Hangars. I did message you. So one of the other, well, the next giveaway that I'm going to be doing is going to be for the furnace weapon. You guys will have to stay tuned. But Mike, I will lock your pilot ID in. You have won yourself a furnace, even though I haven't done the giveaway. This is part of the Dream Hangars thing. So if you get chosen, you know, and you get, you participate, you get chosen, you get a prize. Guaranteed. Okay, so, hey Jake. So that is going to be it, guys. I don't know if there's any other questions that you have. Hold on a second here. The Rook got secretly buffed? No, I don't think so. It's just I did alter a couple of things. I've run it before and it did okay, but I hadn't optimized it yet. Okay, so yeah, before I get going, thank you very much to Dark Warrior, Lone, Dominic, Kind, Dies, Peter, Cold, Alex, and Togi for helping to moderate today's live stream. If you guys were around, if they have a YouTube channel, make sure to check them out. Also, thank you to Ramil earlier for your donation. Really do appreciate the donation, Ramil. I don't know if Ramil has a YouTube channel, but if he does, then make sure you check him out as well. And also, thank you, of course, to Mike. So Mike, just FYI, because I haven't done the giveaway yet for the furnace, your prize is only going to get delivered when I have the winners for the furnace. So we haven't done that. So it might be a couple of weeks, like maybe 2 weeks or so. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Not that I've forgotten you or anything. Your prize will be locked in. Okay, so letting you know ahead. You can't upgrade. Well, first of all, when it comes to Titan weapons or anything Titan related, this is what I do on the baby account. So first of all, every weekend, what I do is I play the first 2 rounds of Hunting Grounds, right? This is where I collect the 50 and the 100. So 150 platinum every week, which actually builds up to quite a bit. So that's what I do. And then I wait for a Titan upgrade event, which I don't know if we have one here. Trying to see if we have a level 1 weapon. We have 10% now. Yeah, so I would wait until there's like a discount. And then that's how I upgrade my Titan stuff. Thanks, Caleb. Okay, so yeah, that's going to be it, guys. I don't know if you have any other questions. One more thing, if you are making anything, like any purchases through the web shop, I do have a creator code, Adrian Chong, without any spaces. And that goes towards supporting the channel so that I can continue to do War Robots content or live streams like these. Would really appreciate if you use my code. And thanks in advance, guys. And I think that's pretty much it. So if this is the first time you happen to drop by my YouTube channel live stream, I hope you enjoyed today's episode of Dream Hangars. If you want to know how do you participate when the stream is done, post your Dream Hanger in the comment section down below. Let me just put up Mike's comment here so you can see. I guess you can use this as a template. 5 different robots. Just tell me the builds. You don't have to go into detail. So what I would do is just tell me the robot, the weapons, and maybe the drone for it that you're thinking of. 5 different robots. Again, it could be something you're building towards. Could be maybe something that you think might do well. Or maybe even a theme. Include a Titan, a mothership, and also your pilot ID in the event you get chosen. This way I can lock in your prize. And I think that should pretty much be it. So thank you guys for dropping by. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the stream. And until the next Dream Hangars or the next live stream, I will catch you guys later. Cheers, guys.